Hey guys, HDV here. Now, as you are all aware, Ash's Pikachu has been through a handful of battles, some that he has easily won and some where he has been beaten badly. But after 20 years of being on our TV screens, he wouldn't really expect anything else. Within the Pokemon anime though, death does occur, and our favourite little yellow mouse Pokemon has come close to it on a number of occasions. With that being said, today's video takes a look at 5 times Ash's Pikachu nearly died. Don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to hear updates about the channel. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. Starting things off and claiming the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video is a scene taken from the episode titled The Tower of Terror. Ash meets the 3 ghost Pokemon Ghastly, Haunter and Gengar, who try to make Ash laugh, but it does not work. The Pokemon are clearly upset as they sink into the floor. Ash and Pikachu jump after them to stop them, but they miss, Ash crashing into the floor. The rattle drops a chandelier on top of them, knocking them out. Pikachu lights the chandelier with electricity. The ghost Pokemon applaud at the show, but when the chandelier loses electricity, Gengar taps them as Haunter goes up to them and pulls ghost forms of Ash and Pikachu out. They wake up and are shocked at seeing their bodies on the ground. The ghost Pokemon take Ash and Pikachu to the top of the tower. Outside, they admire the view as Ash sees Misty and Brock waiting. Ash listens in on the conversation as Misty mentions that he is taking too long, wanting to go in and check on him. Ash speaks as Misty looks behind her, hearing Ash's voice. Ash pulls Misty into the air before dropping her, Brock catching her. Misty gets up and runs into the tower, Brock following, while Ash and Pikachu fly with the ghost Pokemon. Pikachu technically died in this scene, but because he came back to life after only a few minutes, it pretty much counts as nearly dying. Claiming the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video is a scene taken from the episode Electric Shock Showdown. Listening to Surge's taunts, Pikachu decides that he is ready to fight Raichu. Lieutenant Surge accepts Ash's challenge and the battle promptly begins. Both Pokemon begin with a Thunder Shock attack, but Raichu is significantly stronger and does far more damage to Pikachu than Pikachu deals to Raichu. Brock realizes that Pikachu simply cannot stand up to Raichu's more powerful attacks and recommends that Ash withdraw Pikachu. However, when Ash tells Pikachu to return, he refuses and charges again at Raichu. The resulting trade-off between Pikachu and his adversary leaves Pikachu severely damaged by a Mega Punch and Mega Kick from Raichu. Later at the Pokemon Center, Pikachu awakens and Ash is relieved that he is alright. Pikachu, however, is upset to have been beaten so badly by Raichu. Getting so badly beaten and ending up in hospital made Pikachu pretty close to death, but luckily recovered and, as we all know, went back and defeated Raichu to win Ash the Thunder Badge from Lieutenant Surge. Coming in at the halfway point in today's top 5 video is a scene taken from the movie Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction. Ash and his friends are relieved that Yveltal had left. However, Pikachu then begins to lose its strength. Ash tries to ask Pikachu what is wrong, but then Pikachu suddenly begins to steadily turn into stone, much to everyone's dismay, and Clement realizes Pikachu was barely struck at the edge of its tail by Oblivion Wing. They all grieve over Pikachu, but then Xerneas steps in and uses Geomancy, restoring Pikachu, the Thieves, Team Rocket and the Carbink to life, as well as restoring the entire Allure forest back to its original state. As it does so, however, it begins to transform into a tree. Dace then tells everyone that Xerneas has chosen to slumber here to protect the balance of nature. Serena, Bonnie and Diancie worry that this may mean the death of Xerneas. However, Xerneas then communicates through Diancie via its Fairy Aura, telling her that it is not dying, but rather that this is the promise of life and the beginning of hope. Coming in at the number 2 spot is the episode titled Pika and Goliath. Before he can get to Pastoria City, Ash has to battle a slang-talking trainer named Sho. Sho wants to collect a Pikachu evolution set and he already has Raichu and Pichu, so he has his eye on Ash's Pikachu, but Ash isn't about to trade. Instead, they have a battle. Sho's Raichu versus Ash's Pikachu. Raichu isn't afraid to go head to head with Pikachu, and it also knows Hyper Beam, a move that Pikachu can't learn unless it evolves. Before Pikachu could say anything, it passed out in Ash's arms. Pikachu was immediately taken to a Pokemon Center where it was hooked up to electrocardiogram to check its pulse and heart rate. Team Rocket is seen outside, looking into the hospital room sadly as Pikachu's health began to deteriorate. Upon having flashbacks of its life, Pikachu's pulse and heart rate begins to plummet, and Nurse Joy used a defibrillator and Chansey set it for 200 volts. It was ineffective, so Nurse Joy told Chansey to set it for 300 volts instead. After 3 more tries, Pikachu's heart and pulse rates began to go back to normal, much to everyone's relief. Finishing things off and claiming the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video is taken from the very first episode of the Pokemon anime, titled I Choose You. In the process of trying to capture a wild Pidgey, Ash accidentally angers a flock of Spearow. While running away from the Spearow, Pikachu is grievously injured due to many vicious attacks from the flock. After being fished out of a pond by Misty, Ash takes her bicycle so he can get away from the pursuing Spearow, an effort that is hampered by a raging thunderstorm. Eventually, Ash is left with no other choice but to stand in front of his injured Pokemon and defend him from the Spearow. This selfless act convinces Pikachu to help Ash, and so Pikachu leaps over his trainer's shoulder and uses the lightning from the storm to defeat all of the Spearows simultaneously. However, Pikachu's attack also hits the girl's bicycle, destroying it. As Ash and a barely conscious Pikachu get ready to continue to Viridian City, Ash sees a shimmering golden Pokemon flying overhead in the aftermath of the storm. Wondering what it could be, as the Pokédex is unable to identify the Pokemon, Ash and Pikachu make their way to Viridian City and Ash wonders what will lie ahead of him on his journey. This scene takes the number 1 spot because Ash nearly got his Pikachu killed after literally 1 episode, which doesn't exactly scream Pokemon Master. But nevertheless, this episode takes the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video. But with that, wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I have a couple top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you have the time, and also subscribe if you like my content. That's everything from me though, so thanks for watching guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.